Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big deals. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Bah! It's Prophet for the 17th time. We back. Listen. So we've shot this intro 32 times and I'm irritated. But yo, we lit. So today, Monthful Podcast, Money Up, No Funny Up. Scrufacejean in the building. Prophet in the building. We about to talk about Nicki Minaj and Joe Budden. And Joe Budden.
So my man Joseph L. Budden, I don't know if his middle name is L, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Joseph L. Budden. I'm not saying he caught an L, I was just being stupid. But my man Joseph Q. Budden went up to the Everyday Nicki Minaj podcast. And listen, this is something that I've been saying for a minute. Hold on. Is it really gonna do that? Even if there's nobody in the drivers? Anyway. One thing I've been said about Nicki Minaj, about Joe Budden, is he's the worst debater of anybody who talks as much as he does. There's nobody who has a job talking who is such a bad debater. And I like I said in my own video, like Maul and Rory, like I rock with them super tough. But I feel like either they're just beaten down after years of arguing with this nigga, or they just don't be catching things like everybody else be catching. Because they be letting him get away with egregious stuff that makes him think that he be like a good debater, like he be getting off. But
it's because I think that the reason for that, I think nobody cross-references Joe Budden a lot. And so when somebody does cross-reference him, it stands out so much. Because when Joe Budden talks, Joe Budden has such a passionate and aggression towards what he's speaking about. People take that aggression as, I say this all the time. I say, people take Joe Budden's aggression as truth all the time. They take Joe Budden's aggressiveness as validity all the time. All the time.
I think what else helps Joe is the fact that he was a rapper and he's in the industry. So he'll say certain things. And I think people don't want to challenge him because they assume that he does know.
Facts.
They assume, but I'm going to tell you right now, one thing, after how much I listened to Joe Budden's podcast, after how much I watched Everyday Struggle when he was up there, if there's one thing that I learned is that man does not know a lot of the things he talks about. Or he doesn't know them at the degree in which he talks about them. And his whole crutch of his argument is he hopes nobody fact checks him.
Well, I think a big reason for that too is that he always takes the old nigga. He always goes with the old nigga stance, which is fine, but it's another thing. Like Lord Jamar takes the old nigga stance a lot, right? But Lord Jamar also, I feel like, tries to understand a little bit more of people than Joe Budden does. I feel like Joe Budden doesn't I feel like Joe Budden just, since he has his own platform, that he doesn't really have to care what other people think, because his platform's so big that when he speaks, whatever he says is really law, because if people rock with Joe Budden, they're going to let it rock. And if they don't rock with Joe Budden, it doesn't really matter because they're not fans of him anyways. For a person that's smaller, I feel like they got to be more cautious. Joe Budden can say whatever he wants because nobody can knock him off his block. I feel like not everybody's like that. You know what I mean?
I think what it is, too, is that, like I said, I just think that nobody fact checks him. I think it just be that nobody fact checks him, and as long as you don't fact check Joe Budden, he seems like he's right. But he be not right for a lot. And here's another strategy that Joe does in debates, that in any argument that he has, and people never catch it, he'll be arguing something. In that argument, he'll be proven wrong. He'll agree with something in that argument that makes his entire argument wrong, but then act as if it doesn't. Like, that's really specific, but he would have to do it for me to show you an example of it, but I guarantee you in his next podcast.
No, I know what you're saying. Like, he'll make it look like he wins because he'll be driving a point, and then somebody will completely disprove his point, but then he'll double back. He'll figure out a way to, like, move the goalposts of his point to match exactly what that person said to just make everything be like, we'll see.
This is what Maul and Rory always do that make me mad. They'll say something to Joe Budden that's a fact. Or Joe Budden will say something that's clearly not true. They will prove him wrong. Like, Maul will prove him wrong in that statement, right? Like, he'll say, like, Vanilla Ice is the highest selling rapper of all time, right? He'll say some stuff like that. Yeah. Or who's a better spitter than Vanilla Ice? Let's use that. And then Maul will name 15 people, right? And one of the people will be Black Thought. And then the argument will literally switch to, yeah, see, I said Black Thought was a spitter.
Yeah.
Like, literally, he does that all the time.
Yeah.
And then, but this is what makes me mad about Rory and Maul. They'll be like, Black Rob is a spitter. And they'll start talking about that. It's like, that wasn't the point. So now he thinks he's right. And to the untrained ear, it sounded like he was right about that thing.
Yeah, it's levels, man. Joe Budden is weird. So basically, we came to talk about the whole Nicki Minaj stuff. So he went on Queen Radio, was talking. She was like, yada da. Did you ever know about you? You said, did you know that she was on the song? I said I knew I was on the song. Nicki Minaj was saying she knew that Cardi was on the song the whole time. She rapped, yada yada. Joe Budden.
Wait, that's not even what happened. This is what happened. She said. She told Joe, you said I didn't know that she was on the song. That is a lie. Then Joe goes, it's like, why did you say that? Instead of answering the question that she asked, he asks another question.
Yeah.
Doing exactly what he always does.
Yeah,
he's gonna try to. He goes, instead of answering if she knew, if he said that she didn't know she was on the record, he goes, were you guys dissing each other? And she goes, no. That's not what I asked you. You switched the subject. If that was Rory and Maul, they would have let that
rock. They would have let that rock.
They would have ate that bait and kept going. And I swear, I rock with them. But this is the stuff that they always do that I literally watch in 2 seconds. Whenever I'm watching the Joe Budden podcast, I'm like, yo, why y'all be letting this guy, the Nicki Minaj, in 2 seconds shut that down?
She killed
2 seconds.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, nah, man. It was weird, bro. Like, then he was like, oh, he backpedaled with that, and then it brought her to a point about talking about, well, did you say this? And then he said, nah, I never said, that never came out of my mouth. And then, bro,
this is what he goes, I thought he was sure I said that. And then right after, that was a cue, she plays it. And the funniest thing to me is, he does that to Maul and Rory all the time, too.
Yeah.
All the time. But Rory and Maul usually be like, man, listen, if you go back to the other podcast, you say that. But then they'll always leave it up to, I don't think I said that. So it's always, he just leaves it up to that. So then there is a chance that maybe he was right. Like, it's so, and I'm like, man, Joe Budden don't ever want, because he'll be saying stuff like, oh, these niggas don't want to see me on the debate. Or like, yeah, when I get, these people in front of me, they don't want no smoke. Yes, they do, bro.
Definitely, definitely all they want is smoke because they want to just prove you wrong.
But here's the funny thing. But no, it's not even that. He just doesn't know. He thinks he's a lot better at that than he is. And the funny thing, I forgot what I was gonna say, but there's something else there. Oh yeah, she brought up the fact how he definitely don't be keeping the same energy ever. He says you like to just talk about people when they can't defend themselves, and then when they're in front of you, you act completely different. And he does. He's very passive aggressive, very not answer the question that was asked, very dance around, very. But if you've ever like really been a debate type dude or person, Joe Budden, you literally go, oh, this dude is a horrible, is a very almost borderline immature.
Yeah, no, very, 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 very.
Not saying he's an immature person, but when it comes
to
with
that kind of stuff,
wild immature.
Yeah,
he's still on that level where he has to scream, or he doesn't understand that the way that he delivers his points makes his points not hit as hard.
Yeah, and I mean, he does. I don't know. He just goes out of his way a lot to say certain stuff, and then the moment that he's in a position that he has to confront that, he's very hands off. He's very like, oh no. He don't want that kind. And it's like, bro, you can't. Like he's the type. Like not even the type. He has literally been like, F this person. This person is a B word. Like he'll say stuff like that, bro. And then he sees that person and is. Like, what's up, bro? How you doing? Like,
what kills me the most about it is that he'll even acknowledge. What Joe will do is, Joe's the type of person that he acknowledges his flaws tongue-in-cheekly, and acting as if acknowledging them makes it okay to continue doing them.
Yeah.
Because he'll sit there and he'll joke like, you know me, when they get on the couch, I'm always like, oh, I love him. Or like Marlon Rory say that he'll say a joke about it. But then continue to do that. And this is the thing that makes me the maddest about Joe, because I know what kind of person he is. He's going to be like, well, everybody has the right to make opinion about a person after they meet him. And that is true. But that's why you would never win a debate against me, because you would try to say that and I say yes. But that's why you shouldn't have such a passionate view on somebody before you meet
know
them.
Yeah, you
should probably stop doing that. That the problem isn't that you met him and now you love him. That's not the problem. The problem is, why do you have such passionate takes on people, on their careers, on their art, before you know them? And then it's like, it'll make you look like way less of a hypocrite, and you'll make your words so much more bond if you stop doing that.
Facts. It's crazy. I don't know, man. Joe Budden got a weird energy to him with that kind of stuff. It's just like, I feel like that's not going to save him forever. I mean, he has been confronted with issues like that, but I feel like, that shit going to get worse at some point in time.
Can I predict to you exactly what's going to happen on the Joe Budden podcast? Because I'm just me. Can I predict to you exactly how it's going to go down? How Nicki's is going to go down? They're going to come there. They're going to see the backlash Joe got, right? Joe going to be on an extra Piscadillo eating mission for Nicki, right? And he's going to continuously state about how they're actually friends. We weren't beefing. And he's going to talk about how the internet's stupid because they thought they were beefing, da-da-da. Tiptoe around the points and how she sunned him, but he's not going to talk about that. And the whole thing, he's going to be swallowing her whole. He will not come with a genuine debate. It's really just so she can go there and get a post swap. It's really what it is. Maul gonna be doing it because Maul been doing it, and they're all gonna be doing it because they all kind of don't keep that same energy. But Joe has more of a foul in that because he's the only one that gets such passionate about people before he meets them.
Well, yeah, and on top of that, I mean, I don't know, man. She gonna watch her mess around and bring her dude with her or something. Then Joe gonna be super on edge.
I'll be very surprised if Joe actually confronts it, like says, all right, this is why, because this is his chance to, okay, let me get myself back together. Maybe she caught me off guard. Let me get my arguments right, and let me present why I did these things. Let me say, reason. I was passionate when I said them. I was arguing against my friends passionately when they were on your side. So then maybe I should come back, Pat. But he's not going to do that. He's not going to keep the same energy. He's just not. 100,000% he's not. It's almost like I've watched enough Joe stuff, and I wish Joe would just be like, okay, this is why I said it, because that Queen Radio was not a good representation of my feelings of this situation.
I agree. And just going back to that situation when it happened and stuff like that, like, there was a lot of stuff people were very unhappy with Nicki Minaj about, very annoyed by Nicki Minaj about, and I mean, I feel like it was a lot of people had justified feeling to feel the way that they did feel about her. There was a lot of stuff surrounding that whole situation, like with her last album, with the album sales, the stuff that she was saying about Cardi publicly. Like, they were going back and forth about that, and it was like a side thing. You were either on this person's side or this person's side. I mean, I guess you could be neutral, but the way Joe Budden was, he was on the opposite side of Nicki Minaj, and I don't really think that that's crazy. I just don't understand why. I mean, like you said, he should just address that To be honest,
it's not even about being on the opposite side of Nicki Minaj. That's not how I want to frame it because it's not like a sport. It's not like one side and one side. What it is that what Joe was saying about Nicki had basis to it.
Yeah.
But when confronted, the way you behave, the way you defend your point, makes it seem like you don't have a point. Because I'm going to keep it a buck. I could argue Joe's points to Nicki better than Joe could have argued those points.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I agree.
Apparently.
Yeah.
We really have the audacity to say this is why you don't talk to women when they're pregnant. And I'm just like, Like he was trying to like invalidate her sonning. Like it's like, no, but it doesn't change what she's saying. Yo.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta keep the energy that you be dishing out. Stop doing that. Put your gosh stuff. If you're gonna be like, this is what you're gonna talk to pregnant women.
Yeah, it's just weird.
It's like, oh my god, you just look like a doofus.
That's a fact.
And
That's
I rock
fact.
with Joe, but you look like a doofus.
Yeah, no, I rock with Joe too. I think Joe does his thing, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong.
Let's
with
not get it twisted. Joe Budden is one of it. I would say top 3 most important figures in hip hop today, in modern day hip hop.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Joe Budden can make or break careers. That podcast, that person alone can make or break careers in 2019.
That's a fact.
That's just a fact. He really can. He can get a mass of people to start listening, aka streaming somebody, which that's all you need in 2019, really.
That's a fact. Shit, I learned a lot of people from Joe Budden. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, bro. I'm excited. Do you know when that podcast goes down?
Well, they drop on They're gonna drop off Saturday.
Yeah. You think that's the one though? You think
it's gonna be the next one?
Huh?
I think it's gonna be the next one.
Yeah, that's gonna be lit.
Yo, you know what was the funniest moment of those clips? Was when Nicki said she just got so bad she said, "Cut his mic off." She didn't even want him to even get a chance to talk.
Yo, that's funny as hell, dog.
Yo, shout out to Joe or something. She got you with that one.
Yeah.
If she would have rhymed that and put that on a song,
definitely would have been a butt. Joe would have had to get in the booth. That's a fact.
Joe would have to definitely get in the booth.
Yeah, he would have to do that. Yo, he's weird, bro. He just moved funny. I feel him though. He just want to make everybody happy.
And Nicki said Eddie ghostwriters who talk about being what they write is wrong.
Yeah.
People gonna get pulled up on. I hope this is what I really also. And Joe Budden's gonna let Nicki Minaj get away with so much. She go definitely pretend like she's not beefing with Cardi. Watch, or she likes Cardi.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Or the beef was made by the industry.
Yeah, I believe that too. They're gonna do that for sure. They're gonna definitely try to spin it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to hear the question. I wanted her to answer the question regardless of her being right in that situation. The question that he asked was a question that I wanted to know. I will say that.
Which question? When he said, "Did she know?"
Yeah.
But here's the thing: why would he ask?
Oh no! And were you dissing her?
Of course she was.
Yeah, I know, but she always avoids that point though. Always avoids that point.
Joe just the wrong messenger. He gave her room to avoid it.
Yeah, he should have asked that question at a different time. It was a valid question though. Your knee look like a bald head nigga in the camera.
What?
When you moved your knee in the camera, it looked like a bald headed nigga. Nigga Lil Bill popped up on the camera. Facts.
Yeah.
Yo, did you know that like 3 out of the 4 niggas on your shirt is crackheads?
Man, shout out to Bone.
Yeah. Yo, big shout out to them though. They definitely boom.
Midwest legends, man.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, it don't change nothing I said, but that's a fact though.
What'd you say?
I said it don't change nothing I said, but it's a fact though, nigga.
But,
Alright, yo. Hey, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If not, you a bird.